Alright guys, in today's video we have some interesting PlayStation related rumors to go over, and we're going to be talking about possibly Sony acquiring a new studio and how they're maybe going to be announcing it very, very soon, possibly today after this video goes live, which would be unfortunate, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after that. But the individuals who are discussing this and where this stems from, they seem extremely confident in what they're saying, to the point where even though I remain a bit skeptical, I can't help but believe them and feel like, okay, this is something that is going to be announced by Sony relatively soon. On top of that, one of these individuals just straight up confirmed something that most of us, I'd say, already kind of knew, or it's something that we are certainly anticipating, and that is Demon's Souls being the game that Bluepoint is remaking, but going as far to say that not only is Demon's Souls the game that Bluepoint is making, but it is in fact going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, as in it will only be playable on PlayStation 5. Now this comes from Titix, who we've talked about before on the channel. We've been talking about him a little bit more since he's been revealing some stuff on his Twitter, and it does seem like he certainly has some contacts and he knows some things. And so the other day when the information came out that Microsoft was going to be releasing all of their first party games on Xbox One for the first 1 to 2 years, you saw that some individuals were running with the idea or the narrative that Sony is going to be copying them. And so anybody who's not happy about that, any PlayStation fans who are, seemingly not on board with that, it doesn't matter, because Sony's going to be doing the same thing. So he tweets out, Demon's Souls is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, clearly for the Xbox, saying PlayStation will only release cross-gen games. And so, yeah, he's just trying to directly let people know, look, Demon's Souls, again, not the biggest surprise. Most of us are already anticipating this game to be announced. I think there's more than enough evidence out there that tells us, yes, this is the game that Bluepoint is remaking. I know that there's a lot of people who think it's going to be like Legend of Dragoon or something else, maybe MGS1, but it's more than likely going to be Demon's Souls. And if you believe Titix and what he's saying, it's pretty much him saying yes. For those who are wondering, it is in fact Demon's Souls, and it is nice to hear it's going to be a PS5 exclusive, because man, I cannot wait to see what that game's going to look like as a PS5 only game. Very exciting. But something else we need to discuss here, something I'd say even bigger than that, right? Something that maybe isn't as expected, is today Titix posted on Twitter, PlayStation's first party family just got a bit bigger, with the word bit being in quotations here. And there's also another individual that we've mentioned, Foxy Games UK. He came out about a week ago and just straight up said, look, Sony's going to be announcing a new major studio acquisition very soon, so look out for that. And he got a lot of criticism for that, but he's holding true and strong and saying, look, people can criticize all they want. He's 100% confident in what he's saying, and he stands by it. He's putting his name on the line with it. And today he also responded to what Titix said and said, give it a bit of time, all will be revealed, hashtag PS5. So as you can clearly see here with both of these tweets, two people who seemingly have inside information, and they're both using the word bit, right? And I didn't think anything of it at first, but then some people were saying, bit, oh, clearly it's 11-bit studios, which most people have no idea who that studio is. In fact, I didn't even know who they were. I had to look them up. They're a smaller studio, and I believe they're best known for that game, This War of Mine, if I'm not mistaken, but I do not think that is the studio they're hinting at, if they are giving us a hint at all. The reason why I think them using the word bit is a hint of some sort is because, I mean, look at it. Look at the way they're using it in their tweets. Clearly they're trying to get people to focus on that, and they're trying to hint at something. And what I think it means is it's confirmation that Sony has acquired Bluepoint Games, and they're going to announce it maybe during the PlayStation 5 reveal, or maybe beforehand very soon. I say that because these three letters, BIT, are in the name Bluepoint. Now, maybe I'm reaching a little bit here, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but that's all I got. I don't see it being 11-bit studios because, first of all, I don't think many people would be excited at all. I don't think that would be significant. I certainly wouldn't count that as a major studio. No offense to that studio. I'm just saying, like, most people don't know who they are, and they clearly make pretty small games. Bluepoint, while I don't necessarily know if I could count that as a major studio acquisition, I would say that it's definitely big enough and significant enough that a lot of people would be very excited. And it makes me think maybe Sony has some big plans if they are in fact, we know actually for a fact that they have been looking to acquire some new studios. And Bluepoint is just one of those, just like Insomniac, where it's like, it just makes perfect sense here. Now, some other people are thinking maybe it's Remedy. And even I started to think maybe it is Remedy, because something else interesting is on Foxy Games' UK, on Foxy Games UK's Twitter, he actually, not too long after posting a bunch of things about this, also tweeted out that he was thinking about playing Control, and it just seemed kind of random, and some people are like thinking, is this him kind of hinting that it could possibly be Remedy? And it could be. It could be. I've actually speculated in the past that I think Remedy is a good fit for Sony, and we saw how close and buddy-buddy they were getting with Sony for a little while there back in 2019, but I don't know. I feel like, for me, looking at this word bit that they're both, kind of emphasizing here, putting emphasis on that, tells me it's Bluepoint, and I think that would make a lot of sense. And so, who knows? Who knows? We are going to have to wait to find out. The last thing I do want to discuss here, and I guess this still falls into rumor territory because we're going to be speculating upon it a little bit, but it has to do with Sony's plans with the Experience PlayStation event. Now, this was announced yesterday, and it's not really something I think anybody's making a big deal out of, and I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I don't really know what it means. But it says here that a strangely worded, suspiciously timed event is coming to New York's Sony Square showroom. The Experience PlayStation event starts tomorrow, January 14th, and will run through February 16th. Judging from the listing on Sony's website, it will be open from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern, and that'll actually happen every day. It'll be open from 12 to 7 Eastern time every day, allowing New Yorkers to visit and celebrate 25 years of play with a collection of titles on PS4 and PSVR. Now, this could just be something small. It could be nothing. Or I think the way a lot of people are kind of looking at this is Sony's first little hint at, yeah, we're gearing up for some big announcements. We know that the 25th anniversary of PlayStation is a big deal for Sony, and I've seen some people saying that it's actually going to be a year-long celebration. It's not something that they were just going to celebrate on the date or for that 1 week, but they actually want to continue to celebrate it all throughout the year, which tells me that it's looking likely that Sony wants to put a big emphasis on their history while talking about the PlayStation 5, which then leads into conversations about full backwards compatibility, which we are not going to get into in this video. I know I've made a couple videos on that, but until we hear anything more, I don't want to speculate about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore, simply because I do not want to get people's hopes up, right? Just to be let down. That's the worst thing that could happen, but it is interesting that Sony is still putting such a heavy emphasis on the PlayStation's 25th anniversary. In fact, even at CES, when they showed the PlayStation 5's logo, before they did that, when they were talking about the PS4, they made sure to reference the PlayStation's history, showing the PS1, the PS2, PS3, and PS4 all lined up next to one another. So, I'm sure that whatever this is going into February, it's probably going to lead to the PlayStation 5 reveal event, and it's probably going to be happening in New York. I've seen some people claiming that because Sony's not going to E3, and that's confirmed, that they're not going to be doing a PS5 event, they're not going to be doing events at all. I've seen some people say that they're expecting Sony to announce the PS5 during a State of Play, which, guys, listen, and if you're one of these people who thinks that, trust me, Sony has some big plans. They're going to be doing events, and they're going to be they're going to be partaking in a lot of different consumer shows that happen throughout the year, but they will be doing their own thing with the PlayStation 5, and it's going to be pretty big, so look out for that. But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this video, guys. I wanted to take some time here to discuss these rumors. Do you believe Tidix? Do you believe Tidix has information that we do not, and he's just coming out here saying, yes, Demon's Souls is a game. Demon's Souls Remake is a game that's coming to PS5, and it will be exclusive to just the PS5. If you believe him, does that get you excited? And do you think that the studios, or the studio that Sony acquired, that both Tidix and Foxy Games UK are hinting at, is actually Bluepoint, or do you think it's another studio? If you do, let me know which one, and let me know why you think it's that studio. But that does it, guys. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Leave the video a like if you did enjoy it. Really helps it out. Lets me know you guys enjoy the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already. Hit the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.